Hello, everybody. Welcome. I know everybody's excited. We will start in the next 5 minutes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, honorable ministers, VIP guests, members of Parliament, all protocols observed. I like that. So I think we could start with the highlights of the conference in the last few days. Is the video ready, please? Let's have it online.
Welcome to the country of 1,000 hills, smiles, and solutions.
We have gathered to show the world how investing in family planning provides a lifetime of returns.
Family planning is therefore not only a women issue, it is also a development issue.
Would you agree with me that providing access to contraception has the power to address all of these issues in a significant way? Would you agree with me?
It is important that the youth be heard and the youth be taken seriously in whatever situation possible, just because we are the present and we are the future.
Everywhere I look in this conference, there are young people. You are showing us that you know what it takes to carry this community to 2030 and well beyond.
Honestly, I'm so pumped up right now. I can't wait to get back home and just sit down and take all I have learned, put it together, and to fulfill my goals of making Nigeria a safer place for women.
And I want to develop the notion about family planning advancement in Tunisia and hopefully to achieve this goal by 2030.
This is really about keeping at the center women and young people's right to access these services and right to reproductive and sexual self-determination.
And I will tell more people about the stories of young people, especially young girls, that they have all the right to access family planning, sexual and reproductive health, and of course, a life with dignity.
As a young person, as a young woman, we need to hold ourselves and our policy makers accountable to doing family planning services for us.
To the politicians and government in the room, I say, engage with us. To the donors in the room, I say, invest in us. To the NGOs in the room, I say, work with us.
Let's engage men and boys to stand up for what is right and become champions for women and girls' rights.
It's very important for us to play a critical role, because for a woman to actually use family planning, then the man needs to be part and parcel of that discussion.
Let's all use our collective superpowers to make sure every pregnancy is wanted, every birth is safe, and every woman and girl is treated with dignity and respect.
My family planning superpower is being able to use data for decision making.
My family planning superpower is advocacy.
My family planning superpower is advocacy.
If you empower youth, and if you invest in family planning, you will get a lifetime of returns.
What an incredible movement we have built. It doesn't end here, and see you in 2020.
May I now call on Dr. Y.J. Cho, the chairman of the 2018 Scientific Committee. Please come to the stage, please.
Thank you very much, Owing. It has been truly a great honor to serve as a co-chair of the scientific subcommittee. As we all close the conference, I hope you have new ideas and inspirations for your work. I certainly do. This year's presentations were competitively selected from 3,000 abstracts. Yes, 3,000. I want to take a few minutes to thank those who made this quality program possible. First, I want to thank my co-chair, Dr. Jean-Christophe Rusatira. He has been always ready to jump into any task in the subcommittee and steady throughout this long journey over a year. Thank you, Chris. Second, before I go, I also want to thank PMA 2020 data collectors for conducting real-time ICFP feedback survey. We learned from the sessions, but we also learned about the conference from this rapid turnaround survey. Thank you for our data collectors. Next, I want to thank, please show the slide. I cannot thank enough these 32, next please, track organizers who devoted their multiple weekends and nights. Without them, we could have not put together more than 150 quality oral presentation sessions that you all enjoyed at this conference. I am forever grateful, my colleagues, to you for your patience, service, and dedication for the family planning community. May I ask track organizers to stand? Thank you so much. And behind these amazing track organizers, we are so grateful to nearly 800 reviewers around the world who reviewed abstracts. Can I have the next slide, please? Especially, I am so grateful for those who reviewed more than 30 abstracts. You guys are my personal superheroes. For those super reviewers, if you are in the room, could you please stand? Thank you. Last but not least, this year for the first time at ICFP, we reviewed poster presentations. I want to thank all the poster judges who selected best posters. And I am so thrilled to introduce someone who will announce the poster winners. She is William H. Gates Senior Professor and Chair of the Department of Population, Family, and Reproductive Health at Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Please welcome Dr. Cynthia Minkowitz.
Thanks so much, YJ. What an honor to be here, and what an amazing conference. As if all the abstracts and submissions weren't enough, we have so much to learn about investing for a lifetime in returns. The next slide, please. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's poster winners. If you are in the audience and your name is on the slide, can you kindly stand so we can recognize you? The amazing body of work, the commitment, will enable us all to go back to our respective communities and do our jobs much better in the greater family planning community. Thank you.
I would like to welcome Lena Dakan from the Packard Foundation to announce the winners for the Quality Improvement Challenge.
Thank you, Oyang. Good afternoon, everybody, and our honorable guests. I'm Lana Dakin. I'm the program officer for the Population and Reproductive Health program at the Packard Foundation. I'm delighted to share the finalists for our 2018 Quality Innovation Challenge. The theme for this year's challenge is Making Quality Matter, Demanding it is your right. With this challenge, we hope to identify creative ideas to increase demand for quality sexual and reproductive health and rights among young and unmarried people. We received more than 350 applications from around the world. The finalists will be invited to submit a full proposal to the foundation, and we will be rewarding 5 grants of up to $100,000 each. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The Quality Innovation Challenge finalists are Evrard Nahimana, Partners in Health, Rwanda. They will create a network of teen mother companions, in Rwanda that provides a supportive environment and creates new champions of family planning and reproductive health. The second is Nyasha Sitole, My Age Zimbabwe, for Moonlight Access Project, which will identify 24-hour health facilities that provide quality sexual and reproductive health services to young people around the clock. James Ayers from Population Services International to pilot an accompaniment model that provides young women an emotional support and empathy throughout their medication abortion in Mali. Rupsa Malik of Kriya and Suchitra Dalvi from the Asia Safe Abortion Partnership to create sexual and reproductive health change agents and champions from within the community of women with disabilities throughout South Asia. Nena Fofana Sise from Engender Health to create a network of youth bloggers in Côte d'Ivoire who will use social media to raise awareness about sexual reproductive health policies, including abortion. Got a few more. So, Robert Ainsley from Johns Hopkins Center for Communications Programs to create a model for home delivery of contraceptives that links a mobile app and motorcycle taxis in Indonesia. Katie Morris and Megan Gallagher from Save the Children to pilot digital interactive contraceptive decision-making tool for young people in acute emergencies in Somalia and Yemen. Claudia Akiko Bonilla from Mexico Vivo to develop an online one-stop shop for youth in Mexico to access quality information and services that recognizes sexuality as healthy, pleasurable, and free from shame. Kelsey Holt, University of California, San Francisco, to build evidence on what rural Mississippi need and want in terms of sexual reproductive health information and services. Maureen Andinda, Reach a Hand, Uganda. Big crowd. to develop a youth-led social accountability system to improve the quality of sexual reproductive health services in Uganda. 2 more. Jessica Vandermark, Camber Collective, to create a demand quality tool to help young women in Burkina Faso obtain high-quality family planning counseling and services. And last but not least, Tanisha Chada, Center for Catalyzing Change, to use the Tinder online dating platform in India to increase demand for safer sex, informed decisions around contraceptive choices for all genders with a non-judgmental, friendly, fun, and pleasure-affirming tone. Congratulations, and thank you everyone for your applications. We appreciate your time, the many creative ideas to improve quality of care for young and unmarried people. We will be following up with all the finalists. And as a reminder, we are still accepting applications for our online Quality Innovation Challenge. The deadline is midnight, so we welcome more applications. Thank you.
And of course, none of us would have felt the kind of morale, high morale here without the big support and all the work that has been done by our National Steering Committee, the Rwandan National Steering Committee. Let's give a big applause to them. I would like Dr. Janine Kondo to please stand up. And all the chairs of the subcommittees of the National Steering Committee. And we thank USAID and UNFPA Rwanda for also their support. Thank you very much. We'll party later tonight, okay? Now, for our major constituencies here at the conference, I would like to call on our members of parliament. There's a large group of parliament from all over the world here to share with us a statement. But I'm hoping that please stay as close to 3 minutes. I know you're politicians, so may I call on Honorable Petra Bayer, MP from Austria, Vice President of the European Parliamentary Forum, the Honorable Paul Chibingo, MP Malawi, Vice President of the African Parliamentary Forum, and the Vice President of the Rwandan Senate, Jean d'Arc Gakuba. Welcome, please.
Thank you very much. Mine is very short. I would like, first of all, to thank you all for being in Rwanda these last days, and we're really blessed to have you. And on behalf of members of parliament here, we work as a team. We are together with Honorable Petra from Austria, Honorable Paul from Malawi, and we want to go through our statement of commitment, because these last days will bring change in our way of doing, especially in supporting FP 2020, but also bring improvement in well-being of our communities. Thank you very much. I pass the word to Petra.
Thank you very much, Shadak. We have prepared a presentation, the first one showing a picture of us. That's the one, right? Parliamentarians from 21 countries engaged both in the European and the African Parliamentary Forum on sexual and reproductive rights and health and population and development came here together to the conference in Kigali. And yesterday we had the chance to visit community health workers at the hospital of Ravamangana, and we have not only been very impressed of the work they have done there, but also very impressed of the health policy of Rwanda as a whole.
Yeah, thanks so much. As politicians, we believe in introducing ourselves so that people, they should feel that there is a little politician taking the floor. I'm Paul Chibingo, Member of Parliament from Malawi, and I'm the leader of the delegation from the African Forum and the Vice President. I will take what the members of Parliament, after staying here for 3-4 days, we came up with the take-home. And some of these things I will just read because of time. There is the accountability, opportunity, safe abortion, safe education and the freedom of choice, parliamentary overview, youth involvement, quality demographic dividend, equity, environmental, empowerment, self-determination, fertility is not infertility, opportunity, future, serious planning, happiness, fantastic, informative, advocacy, networking, choices, happiness, and persistent. These are some of the issues that members of parliament decided that we should take back to our various homes. Thank you.
And we have also been asked to deliver 3 promises which we as parliamentarians will take back home from this conference, on which we will work in the next years, months and days. And I want to inform you that about 3 weeks ago, we came together in Ottawa, Canada, for the International Parliamentary Conference on the Implementation of the Cairo Agenda, the conference in 1994, which was on population and development. And there in Ottawa, we unanimously, more than 100 parliamentarians from all over the world, we agreed on a declaration, a quite big one, on sexual and reproductive health and rights in general. And there are 3 paragraphs dealing with family planning, and I would like to read them out to you, that you know what are the 3 promises we give you to work on that. So, paragraph 12 in this commitment says, first, to ensure the rights of all individuals to comprehensive family planning services and guarantee access to safe modern methods of voluntary contraception as part of an inclusive and integrated package of sexual and reproductive health services and information, which is central to gender equality, women's empowerment, and sustainable development. Second, advocate for accessible and affordable family planning services as part of universal health coverage for women and men who want to plan their families and still do not have access to modern methods of family planning services, education, and information. And third, enact laws and policies for access to safe and modern methods of contraception, including in emergency situations, and ensure that family planning services and information become a part of humanitarian response in emergencies where women and girls, especially refugees and displaced persons, are affected by crises such as armed conflicts, war, occupation, or natural disasters, where they are at increased risk of sexual violence. And that's our promise. I hope we will realize it together. Thank you.
From parliamentarians to the youth, may I call on Gillian Gideon, the Executive Director of the International Youth Alliance on Family Planning.
Thank you, Oyang. Just to see where the youth are, can you guys make some noise? Over here. We are so proud to be able to be at this conference and to represent young people. And I want to thank everyone so much for being engaging and accepting of quite the audience that we have here. If I can have the slideshow, please. So I would just like to let you know that the people you're going to see on this next slide are the superheroes of this conference. We are so lucky at this ICFP 2018 that youth were hard to miss. There are about 600 of us walking these halls and coming away with so much. And of course, we want to thank the Gates Institute for all your support, and a special thank for the Youth Subcommittee for helping us make this incredible 2.5-day pre-conference, the Youth Plenary, Mentoring Center and Program, as well as the closing ceremony happen. So thank you to the Youth Subcommittee. And I want a special person to stand up right now because I didn't do this alone. As the co-chair of the Youth Subcommittee, I'd like Kate Baye to stand up, and I want us to give her a huge shout out. Kate, stand up, don't be shy, stand, get up. Kate Baye is one of the key members of the subcommittee, and we have so much to owe her. So next slide. Let's see what we walked away with as youth from this pre-conference and this entire conference in general. We got to walk away with a new newsletter called 6 O'Clock News, a pilot project that lets youth create their own messages for their own audience. We also walked away with a global consensus statement that we get to use in our own communities. We also had the opportunity to celebrate IYAFP's 5th birthday in our very own birthplace here at ICFP 2018. We got to create goals and messages. We got to also create so many new friendships and memories. We got to hear stories from our peers and our loved ones, and we got to create a network for a lifetime. Now, of course, we can't just walk away with things and not give things back. That would be rude. So we have something to give to you. While we were at the pre-conference, we actually created messages for you. for stakeholders, for partners, and for donors in this room who we expect to take all the information from this conference and apply to your work. And because we're nice, we packaged them up in 3 lovely themes for you. The first theme is accountability. If you're sitting in this room, that means you've probably had something to say, something to share or present. And as youth, we heard you. We heard all the promises you made, and we've heard a lot of great promises. Now, we want you to hold yourselves accountable, and we're gonna hold you accountable. So please make sure that you go and walk the talk that you did this week. The second one is transparency. We would love to know how it is that you guys make decisions. We want to know what your processes are, and we want to know how to get involved. We want you to be transparent about all your work, and we want you to keep us updated. And if you need help with this, we have a new Meaningful Youth Engagement consensus that will guide you all along the way. And finally, compensation. We don't want money. Joking, I'm joking. So obviously, we have expressed a need that young people need more funding, and we need your help to break barriers to financial growth. This is not just funding youth-led organizations, this is also breaking down financial barriers to contraception, breaking down barriers to job opportunities, and breaking down barriers to ways in which we can fulfill our own potential. This all needs your help, and we need to collaborate together as a community so that we can make sure youth can fulfill their potential and we can create enabling environments for us all. Thank you very much, and big shout out to the youth.
So from parliamentarians to youth, may I now call on our faith leaders to be represented by the Reverend Dr. Lydia Mwaniki, Director, Theology, Family Life and Gender and Justice, All Africa Conference of Churches, to be joined by Sheikh Musa Sinda Yigaja from Rwanda Muslim Community, and the rest of the other faith leaders.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. We are not the only faith leaders who are here, or faith community. We have more, but we can't all fit here, so we represent the others. We, the faith community, recognize that life is a gift from God and is sacred. It ought not to be taken away by preventable causes resulting from lack of information, support, and care. We are mindful of those who have lost their lives while giving life, and the challenges along the path of providing family planning to our communities. We are thankful for health services that reach people in need and increase availability of low-cost services offered by faith facilities. We cherish religious leaders who openly support access to sexual and reproductive health services, for increasing collaboration between governments and faith communities in providing quality and accessible services. We acknowledge that increased uptake in family planning has reduced maternal mortality and child mortality. We commend the youth that are in school and those that are contributing to vibrant economies in their countries. The faith community has learned 3 main lessons from ICFP 2018. We have learned about the power and success of faith-based organizations and religious leaders in contributing to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs in collaboration with other stakeholders. We have learned of the many opportunities that exist in achieving greater access to and uptake of family planning, and look forward to the ways of the faith community can continue to shape the family planning agenda until and after 2020. We acknowledge acquired skills, acknowledge that will help accelerate the faith community's actions at national, regional, and community levels.
The faith community provides enormous opportunities for progress in family planning, and we make the following 3 commitments. 1, we commit to continuing to provide and support quality family planning education, service delivery, and referrals to all communities. 2, we commit to advocate, sensitize, mobilize, and partner with governments, traditional and other religious leaders, and stakeholders to enact policies that address lack of access to service due to distance, cost, lack of trained personnel, and insecurity. 3, we commit to advocate for religious leaders to address the unique issues that affect our youth in family planning. We have been encouraged again that we can gather many faiths together and agree on a common agenda while maintaining the integrity of our faith in serving others. We ask other delegates to commit to engaging with us, and we commit to engaging with you. Thank you for this opportunity to share our commitments with you as we all work to ensure all our communities survive and thrive. Thank you very much.
May I now call on Dr. Scott Rudloff, the Director of PMA 2020, for the Excellence in Leadership Awards.
Thank you, Oying. I'm going to be joined on stage by my colleagues from the Bloomberg School of Public Health, Dr. Dean Ellen McKenzie, and our chair, Cynthia Minkowitz. Please come up, and they will help me with conferring the awards. I'm also going to be joined by representatives from the Ministry of Health, Dr. Diane Gishumba and Dr. Janine Kondo. Are they here to join me? Please. It gives me great pleasure to announce the 2018 winners of the Excellence in Leadership for Family Planning, or EXCELL Awards. These awards recognize significant advancements and extraordinary achievements in family planning and are awarded at 4 levels: country, organization, team, and individual. Awardees demonstrate leadership, diligence, and success in their efforts to improve the landscape for family planning. This year we received over 80 highly competitive nominations from all over the world. Nominations were reviewed by a special awards committee composed of donor and NGO organizations representing the global North and South. Our first award recognizes an outstanding achievement by a country government, and we have 2 winners. The first winner of the EXCELL Country Award is Uganda. And Here to accept the award. Here to accept the award is Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Jane Ruth Acheng.
Jagala nnyo Uganda, ndi munna Uganda. Jagala nnyo Uganda, ndi mwana wa kuno, nze ndi mwana wa kuno. Nasomera wano, nze nkolera wano, ate ndizikibwa kuno. Yadde byala giwunya, n'ebikubiruma. It's my motherland, I love Uganda. Waliwo olubuga, n'ogwa mu kinnya, enguudo za kuno. Eyo ye Uganda, nze nenkera okukola, bw'olinda kunyaga, oliba otya naye.
Yes, you can say something.
Okay. It's not dying down. We have to ask them to. Thank you very much. We don't have a lot of time, please. Good afternoon to you all. On behalf of the government of Uganda, I am extremely honored to receive this very important award of leadership in family planning. As a country, we've come a long way in advancing family planning since the agenda of family planning in 2012, the London Summit, where our president made commitments to ensure that we make great strides. Getting this award would not have been possible, obviously, without the strong political support from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, and strong partnerships with FP 2020, development partners, Parliamentarians, Uganda Family Planning Consortium, civil society organizations, the faith-based and cultural leaders, for whom the government of Uganda has the deepest recognition, and we appreciate your support. I sincerely want to thank all Ugandans who are here today. And even those who could not make it, for ensuring that we reach this stage where we can proudly hold this award, but also to remind you that there is still a lot that needs to be done. And so we commit today to do even more. Allow me also to thank the government of Rwanda for hosting us. Thank you very much. We've been very comfortable. And to all of you, God bless.
So we recognize the government of Uganda for their strong leadership in family planning and their hosting of the first ICFP conference in 2009. The second winner of the EXCELL Country Award is Burkina Faso. Here to accept the award is the Honorable Minister of Health, Dr. Nicholas Maida. Burkina Faso is recognized for extraordinary achievements in family planning, including having the highest modern contraceptive rate in West Africa. Burkina Faso is the birthplace of the Ouagadougou Partnership and continues to lead the region in terms of political will and investments in family planning.
Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. I believe you all in this room agree with me that Burkina Faso is well deserving of this award. I'm standing here receiving this award also on behalf of the Ouagadougou Partnership country. The Sahel countries that are sometimes forgotten at the global level, but not anymore. We will not be where we are without the strong coordinated support from our donor, our partner, our stakeholder, our civil society, our faith-based organization, our private sector, our local government counterparts, such as mayor, who are here. Where are our mayor? Women, men, girl, boy, and mostly the Burkinabe community who are standing up and taking ownership of their own health. Many of them are here with me today and are in this room. My friend, that is also your award. Thank you to you all. In the Sahel region in West Africa, among the Ouagadougou Partnership countries, Burkina Faso is on track on many issues. We are on track to reach the Abuja Declaration to spend 15% of country annual budget on health. We are increasing yearly our budget in family planning. We are already seeing yearly increase in modern contraceptive prevalence rate from 20.5% in 2015. We are 2 years later at 30.1% in modern contraceptive prevalence rate. We are all very proud of what we are doing and looking to you all to accompany us in the journey to end preventable maternal, neonatal, and child death. From the land of 1,000 hills, I suppose this is the name of Rwanda, I invite you all to come visit, invest, and work in Burkina Faso, the land of the upright people, le pays des hommes intègres. You will get to see that Burkina Faso is Wakanda. Murakozi. Thank you, merci, Aniche. Okay, thank you.
Next, we recognize the superior contributions of non-state actors working at country level. This year's EXCELL Organization Award goes to, drum roll please. Thank you. Pro Familia Colombia. Pro Familia Colombia is recognized for their extraordinary achievements in service provision, research, and advocacy for family planning. For over 50 years, the organization, which is part of the IPPF Federation, has worked to promote sexual and reproductive rights across Colombia, having nationwide coverage through 27 clinics. Pro Familia Colombia has been instrumental in family planning milestones such as introducing surgical contraception, emergency contraception, and mifepristone in Colombia. Annually, Pro Familia Colombia serves approximately 700,000 people who receive an average of 3 million sexual and reproductive health services with an emphasis on contraception. Here to accept the award for Pro Familia is Marta Roya, Executive Director for Pro Familia.
Just a short anecdote. In Colombia right now it's like 6 a.m., but everybody's at the office, hopefully watching this movement and make the rest. It's very hard to express all the emotions that this award is raising in me. Pro Familia, we have been working in Colombia for 53 years. 53 years of delivering not only services and products, but care, protection, compromise, commitment, and so many things that in a country that has been raged with war for more than 60 years makes a really difference, a big difference. These results have not been possible without so many people that have supported us throughout the years. First of all, the organizations, agencies, donors that had trusted us and believed in the work we do. And it has been thanks to them that, two facts, in the case of Colombia, if it hasn't been for Pro Familia, today, Colombia, we have a population of 70 million. We are 45, and that's thanks to us. And in 53 years, since we started counting, we have provided services and products to almost 25 million people, 90% of them women and adolescents. I also have to give thanks to IPPF, the family we belong to, who works with us every day. To the 1,100 employees that work next to me with amazing passion, commitment, and incredible respect for human rights, especially sexual and reproductive rights, I say hi to all of you. I hope all of you are seeing this moment. Finally, to the Colombian population who has really trusted us all these years, we'll keep working with you, next to you, close to you, and to all of you who has been an inspiration all the way down to South America. Thanks a lot.
Our next award is for outstanding team contributions. The EXCELL Award goes to Save the Children Yemen. Save the Children Yemen is recognized for their exceptional dedication to providing quality family planning care despite being on the front lines of active conflict. Since the onset of conflict in March 2015, the 16 supported facilities in Laj and Hodeida have provided services to over 28,000 new family planning clients, with 21% accepting a LARC method. Even in the midst of conflict, the reproductive health team in Yemen has successfully shifted the method mix from an over-reliance on oral pills to a more balanced method mix, including greater access to injectables, IUDs, and implants. As one colleague put it, the team's dedication is honorable as it continues to provide family planning service under the rain of gunfire and airstrikes, representing the heights of commitment to family planning. Here to accept the award are Dr. Miriam Aldogani and Dr. Bushra Almakela.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor to be here today and to receive this award on behalf of my team, Save the Children Yemen. I wish Laj and Hodeida team who work in this project were here today, but unfortunately, due to the current situation of Yemen, they couldn't come. We would like to dedicate this award to all Yemeni women and all women around the world who deserve to choose when she has her next child, no matter what the situation they are living in. We also want to dedicate it, of course, for the real superheroes in the ground, to every health worker who worked and still working under expulsion, without salary, without electricity, with the minimum resources in the country. To every community health volunteer who, under this situation, difficult situation in Yemen, still go door to door and to tell the woman where she can find the service. And to the people who work behind the scene to support us in the Save the Children headquarters and who work and support us in every step of our work on the ground. And to the donor who try to ensure that we have the resources to do that. And of course, for Save the Children Yemen, the real superhero in Save the Children Yemen, Laj and Hodeida team, who work days and nights to help Yemeni women and children to save their lives. And because they deserve to get the service, because it is their right, and it is the right for all. So let's work together to make it available for all.
Great, congratulations. Our final category is for outstanding individual contributions toward expanding access to family planning. This year's individual award goes to Honorable Dr. Nicholas Maida, Minister of Health, Burkina Faso. Minister Maida is recognized for his personal engagement in and unceasing dedication to improve family planning landscape in Burkina Faso. He works hand in hand with technical and financial partners to address both supply and demand issues that impact family planning. As part of his commitment, Dr. Maida leads an interministerial demographic dividend committee, which is tasked with measuring demographic impacts across the country. The renewed commitment to the Family Planning 2020 goal includes ensuring that all family planning services are free to all women in Burkina Faso.
I don't trust. It's true, it's mine. Ladies and gentlemen, again, all protocol observed. I am very humble as I accept this award today. Has it ever happened in ICFP that the same country, individual, has accepted 2 awards? This morning in the plenary session, someone asked the question, where are the men? I'm here to say I am here. I am a man, I strongly believe that in Burkina Faso, we cannot separate sexual and reproductive health rights with other rights so that women can have the choice of when, where, and how many children to have. When I was younger, for 6 years, I was practicing OB-GYN, and therefore, daily I saw women dying in labor, children dying after being born. I also saw firsthand how early and unwanted pregnancy brought distress to the young girl and her family. Since then, I have focused my effort on family health and on the entire life cycle intervention, from the newborn, adolescent, women, mother, and father. I have carried this image with me throughout my career, and when I became decision maker, this only amplified my commitment in having the right policy and strategy in place to ensure universal health coverage through primary health care with community health as a bedrock to ensure access to comprehensive family planning and reproductive health service. I am fortunate to be working under the leadership of a president that has been prioritizing human capital development at the forefront of his agenda. My vision for Burkina Faso is that everyone get on board to work toward an integrated approach, focusing on what the woman, the baby, and the child need through the entire continuum of care, and not having silo and or vertical programs that do not talk to one another. My vision as we go into year 2019 is having in Burkina Faso one budget, one plan, and one report. I believe this is not too much to ask from donor and partner. Burkina Faso is ready to stand up in our own 2 feet, yes. We still need support, but we have our strategy, our goal, our plan, and we need all stakeholders to work in coordinated manner to implement our plan and strategy for us to be sustainable and resilient. Burkina Faso is a locomotive of the Ouagadougou Partnership. Burkina Faso is not just a good student, but also a leader in the Sahel and is the Ouagadougou Partnership. Supporting Burkina Faso will greatly impact in all the other Ouagadougou Partnership countries, and hence FP 2020. It is only by investing and starting to prioritize countries in the Sahel, specifically Ouagadougou Partnership countries, such as in Burkina Faso, and providing bilateral funding that we will be able to achieve sustainable development goals. Again, Murakoze, thank you, merci, Aoniche.
Great, thank you, Seba. Great. Please join me in congratulating all of the EXCELL Award winners.
we would like to recognize a person who has been steadfastly supporting ICFP from its conception and from the very start, and was present in every single one of the conference, including today. You know, when we faced a disaster 2 years ago in Bali, remember that? There was a volcanic eruption and the planes could not land. My hands were trembling. I was crying. I didn't know what to do. And I made the decision to cancel and postpone, and I was shaking because people were already flying around the world. And I called this person and I said, I made the decision, but I know I will be criticized. I know I will be second-guessed. And he said calmly to me, he was in another country, cannot fly in, and he said, Oying, you made the decision on the basis of the best information you got. Be comfortable with that decision. So I would like to call former Dean Michael Clark of the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School for a special award. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. May I now call on Dean Ellen McKenzie? Dean Ellen McKenzie to deliver closing remarks.
Well, again, congratulations to all the winners, the awardees. So well deserved. Let's do one more round of applause for all the awardees. Well, what a conference this has been. As I said in my opening remarks, this is my first meeting of the ICFP, and I most certainly will be back. I remember when I first became dean a little over a year ago, Oying came to me. He was one of the first people who came to me and said, you need to be at this conference. And it was a year from that date. And he just talked on and on about how great a conference it was. And Oying, you did not disappoint. It was just an amazing, amazing couple of days. I've certainly learned a lot, and I've been inspired by all the great work that's being done in countries around the world. So congratulations. And it's been incredible to see so many young people in this conference. As we know, this has been the largest group of youth at the ICFP. And wherever young people are, and get involved, great things can happen. We know that. You bring the audacity of hope and the boldness of new ideas. And as you have reminded us several times during this conference, you are not just the future, but you are the present. The sessions here at the conference have been inspirational, impactful, and substantive on a range of a variety of issues, including returns on investment, the demographic dividend, family planning in humanitarian settings, quality of care, advocacy and accountability, adolescent reproductive health, just to name a few. I would like to take a minute and extend my most sincere thanks to Minister Diane Gashumba and the government of Rwanda for being a great co-host with us. Many of us, all of us, will be returning to our home countries with great stories to tell about the hospitality and the warm welcome that has been given to thousands of delegates at this conference. And of course, I would be quite remiss if I did not thank the team at the Gates Institute at the School of Public Health, the Bloomberg School of Public Health. Thank you, Oying, Kelly, and the many, many folks you've brought together to make all this possible. Thank you for all your hard work and the sleepless nights that went into making this conference a resounding success. As I said, Oying told me I was going to be blown away, and he delivered. I also would like to extend a thanks to the staff of the Convention Center and the hotel for doing an amazing job of keeping us all on track and feeding us throughout. That's an accomplishment, and they did such a great job, and it made this week just all that much more enjoyable. So let me end by echoing a sub-theme of this conference. You are the superheroes. You are the superheroes in my book, and you continue to amaze me with the progress you've made toward the family planning goals of 2020 and way beyond. Thanks again for all you have done and all that you continue to do for the well-being of women and children and indeed the world's population. And I look forward to seeing you in 2020. Thank you.
May I now call on the Honorable Minister of State of Health for Rwanda, Patrick Ndimubanzi. I hope I did not brutalize my...
Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Head and Representative of international agencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. People are tired. It has been a pleasure and an honor for Rwanda to host so many distinguished delegates and participants at this 5th edition of the International Conference on Family Planning. Thank you for making the time to come to Kigali. We were more than 5,000 people from all over the world. We loved having young people participate. Young people! We loved your energy. We enjoyed hearing your voices, your perspective, and your valuable contributions. This has been a fantastic opportunity to exchange, learn from each other, and agree on the unfinished agenda. We have come a long way, but we still have a lot to do. Moreover, people had the occasion to mingle, to establish partnership, networks, and discuss about prospects to further improve and work together to advance UHC, Universal Health Coverage, family planning, and FP 2020 goals in order to significantly impact positively the lives of so many of our sisters and brothers and our communities. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the winners of the EXCELL Awards for the great work you've done in improving the lives of women and children through improved reproductive health and family planning services. I would like also to thank all the partners that we have here in Rwanda and the world over who have contributed so much and tirelessly to work to improve the lives of so many people. Absolutely. As we close this memorable gathering, I wish to recognize and thank the international and national organizing committees for the incredible collaboration and tireless efforts to put together this important and successful event. I wish to thank all the speakers for their valuable contribution. And finally, I want to thank the participants who have traveled from near and far to be with us. Thank you all for your reiterated commitment to lead the reproductive health and family agenda. Now, absolutely, yes. Because you are all going to lead this agenda together. Now, to the community health workers here in Rwanda, I want to thank them for the work that they do. Abajyanama b'ubuzima, turabashima cyane akazi kenshi keza mukora, mukomeze. So we thank them for their contribution as well here. I'm not intending to making this speech any longer, but before I close, I want to also recognize all the ministers who have been here all the week throughout. We thank you very much for your leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a long and productive week, and some of you are looking forward to getting back to your respective homes. So I thank you once again and wish you a safe journey home. For those who are extending to, we wish you to visit Rwanda, more of it, and enjoy the country of 1,000 hills. I've heard that some are planning to come back on vacations. So looking forward to see you soon. Thank you very much.
So before we go to the long-awaited moment, the spectacular event that will close this ceremony, I would just like to acknowledge some of the unsung heroes that are not visible. First, the more than 500 youth mentors who have volunteered to mentor our young people. Not only now, but in the future. And of course, sometimes, you see that there's no glitz, right? It looks so efficient. It's like a duck in the water, very clean, it knows where it's going, but you don't see the feet, I would like to acknowledge our production team behind, Patrick, Ryan, and the team there. Thank you so much for making us look good. Yeah. And now, the 2018 family planning song, We Are Family.
When I hear of the word family, what it means to me is woman.
To me, family means love.
Family means peace.
A family, especially to me, is about love. It's everything that combines all the positive and good feelings that we have.
Family means relationship.
Family to me is parents.
A family, in fact, is happy, caring to each other.
Family means peace. Family means joy. Family means security. Family means laughter.
The bright and morning stars, with the power to be seen across the world. We're not the future, we're the present. Invest in us and you will see the world is changing.
Because our bodies and the future we hold it. We want for you to see that everybody can win. Could it be education or contraception? Everyone will always be here to sing.
We are family. make the world a better place. We want the best, we want the great, and there's something for a future so bright.
Because our bodies,
everybody stand up and put your hands together now. Everybody stand up now.
Everybody can win. Could it be education or contraception? Girls and boys, we always be fine.
We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a voice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a voice.
We gon' climb up and then rise up. Won't keep our eyes shut, we ain't got enough. I know you tired of seeing things the same way, but in time you realize that things change. We the demographic dividend. You see the work that we putting in. I'ma stay true to me and use my opportunity to show you how to build a community with unity.
உன் வாழ்வு உந்தன் கையில், எதிர்காலம் உன் கண் முன்னில், மனதையும் உடலையும் பாதுகாப்பார். வேண்டும் வேண்டாம் என்று சொல்ல உனக்கு மட்டும் உரிமை உண்டு. தேவையில்லா குழப்பம் நீக்க வெவ்வேறு பல வழிகளும் உண்டு. உதவக்கரங்கள் உண்டு, முன் வந்து சொல்வாய் என்று. உதவக்கரங்கள் உண்டு, நீ முன் வந்து சொல்வாய் என்று. இன்றே முடிவு செய், உடல்நலத்தை உயர்த்தி வை. இன்றே முடிவு செய், உடல்நலத்தை நீயும் உயர்த்தி வை.
Because our bodies, and the future we hold. We want for you to see that everybody can win. Could it be education or contraception? Girls and boys will always be fine. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a voice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a choice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a voice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a choice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a voice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a choice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a voice. We are family, and we are planning to go around the world, telling everyone that we demand a choice.
Hey, are you feeling good? Are you feeling good? All right, so this song is called We Are Family. Right now, you can find it in all digital platforms that you know. So go into iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, everywhere. Just go download, and the money that you're going to pay for that is going to IYAFP. I would like to introduce my fellow artists, Miss Navini from Sri Lanka, Miss Butera Knowles from Rwanda, Miss Avril from Kenya, the legend Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka, and my good friend Trev Momatic. I am William Omotu. I am Otuk. I'm from Tanzania. I love you.
So that closes our event today. But for those of you who seem to be still inching for something, they will continue to perform on the rooftop because we are producing a music video for this particular song. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you in 2020. We will announce where it's going to be. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. And thank you, Rwanda. Thank you for hosting us.